Check this out.
3 years ago when I noticed an unexpected weight gain, especially around my waist. I'll be 64 next month. I just couldn't figure out, what was going on. Here I am on this health journey, exercising regularly. So also I was diagnosed with scarring alopecia where my hair started falling out and thinning out. That's an autoimmune disease. Didn't know what caused it. I was eating Motrin like candy, which I knew I couldn't live that way because it would kill my kidneys and my stomach. And another thing I found out, my cholesterol went up. Hey, I'm plant-based. Why is my cholesterol up? So I feared with the weight gain. I was very devastated about what was going on with my health. I asked God for help. In June of last year, help came my way. And somebody introduced me to this wonderful protocol. I started taking it. I started drinking this tea. And then I noticed I started losing weight. I couldn't believe it. I had been trying to lose the same weight for 3 years and nothing had come off. Something's going on here. But within 2 months, I had lost 20 pounds. My hair is no longer thinning. My cholesterol levels are now normal. And I don't take Motrin anymore for pain or for the neuropathies that I had going on. I was so excited. I was like, I got to shout this from the rooftop. I got to tell my testimony. This is amazing. And one of the first persons that saw me on my transformation, of course, is my husband. And he don't do anything when I do it because he said, I want to be able to tell the story if it don't come out right. So he didn't do it. But 2 months after I made my transformation, he decided to try the product. Well, my husband's been diabetic for 25 years. Within 4 months being on the protocol, he is no longer diabetic. He is no longer taking his medication for diabetes. He was like, I can't believe it. This protocol made a believer out of him. It has really changed and saved our life.
I am so grateful, folks. I'm so grateful that I got these products introduced to me. And believe me, I'm a skeptic by nature. I started in May of last year. My A1C was 8.5 at that time, and it kept coming down gradually. And I'll show you that here. So here it is. As you can see, hemoglobin 8.4. The date is June 2nd. And then on August 17th, it came down to 6.4, 2022. And again here in February 17, 2023 at 6.1. Now check this out. This is what I really want to point out to you as of today. Here it comes. You ready for it? 5.7. Look at the date, June 14th, 2023. Yes, 5.7. Hey folks, without diet, without exercise, without going to the gym, this is all I've taken right here. And my A1C back down to 5.7. Yeah, buddy. Folks, they work. I kid you not. They work. I reversed my diabetes. You can do this too.
I started the Feel Great system in January of 24. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. My depression and anxiety was at its worst. My moods were irrational, erratic. I was riddled with inflammation, joint pain, scalp pain, eczema, weird skin rashes, chronic sinus infections. I was on the hamster wheel of medication and side effects. I was on 17 different meds. After the first 2 weeks, my energy was back, my brain fog was gone, my mental clarity was there, so much so that I could actually hold a decent conversation. By about the 4th or 5th month, I had come off 11 meds and I had dropped 50 pounds. No more migraines, no more joint pain, no more dehydration. My inflammation is gone. My Crohn's disease is in remission. My life is much better today. And I thank the Feel Great system for that.
I'm come from a medical family, and I think that I have noticed that we're not doing well in one particular area of medicine, which is chronic disease. The Feel Great system right now, this is a company that's come up with something that is revolutionary. You can measure hemoglobin A1C and a blood pressure, and you can measure serum glucose and a fasting insulin and their lipid levels, and you can see what happens on the scale for many people. I personally had a very strong response to this. I reversed my insulin resistance. My blood pressure pressure came down. I'm 54 years old. If we can just convince you just enough to try this for 3 months, I'm certain that you're going to have the same response. This is the future of metabolic wellness.
So Glenn had type 2 diabetes. He was on 3 medications. We did everything the doctor said to do, and he went from bad to worse in a 3-month period of time. We prayed about something, a change in our life. We found the FGS. We started it, and in 6 weeks, Clint was off of 3 medications. The doctor said, "What are you taking?" He said, "The Feel Great system." The FGS is what I call it. He said, "It's amazing." He looked it up and he said, "Tell everybody in the world you're in remission. This system works." We started that 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years, at our year mark, Clint had lost 90-something pounds. I lost 124 pounds in 14 months. So what has it done? It took us from morbidly obese to completely healthy. It got my husband off of 3 medications, and it completely changed our metabolic health.
I finally did it, and in the first 13 weeks, my triglycerides went from 498 to 135. My LDL cholesterol went from 397 to 94. A1C went down to 5. Lost 36 pounds in 13 weeks. I was doing 2 energy drinks a day. I've not had an energy drink since July of last year, really. But I think that was the biggest thing for me. And then I did notice, I started going through my pocketbook, and I was like, holy crap, man, I'm saving probably $200 a month on top of getting healthier. The only thing I would say to somebody who's starting it, just be as consistent as possible, and it won't let you down.
My name's Sherry Bennett. I'm from Tennessee. I'm 67 years old. I have been overweight most of my adult life. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. I was on high blood pressure medicine. I was on cholesterol medicine. I weighed 273 pounds. I started doing low carb January the 4th, 2023. Early part of 2023, I did do the Mounjaro shots for a few months, but it didn't do anything as far as, I didn't feel it. I was losing weight and I was happy with that. And I started listening to Shannon, and she talked about intermittent fasting, doing the low carb and the high protein and drinking these 2 drinks each day. So I thought, I'm just going to try it, because I know I don't want to stay on medication. I don't want to take shots. I want off of all that. And so I ordered the system and I started using it in a very short time. Came completely off my high blood pressure medicine. Don't take high blood pressure medicine anymore. I don't take cholesterol medicine anymore. As of this morning, I weighed 176. And I truly think once I started this, that's when I started feeling so much better. I started having energy. I started wanting to go out and do things. These are magic.
I'm an ex-professional baseball player. 14 years in the minor league, topping out at the AAA level with the Toronto Blue Jays. I was very healthy, very agile, as you see, but I didn't know I was sick metabolically. I was 22 years old in this picture. Around this time, I probably didn't have problems with my cholesterol. By the time I hit my 30s, I started having problems with my cholesterol, whether it was my triglycerides, my HDL, my LDL, or my total cholesterol. I'm 56 now, married, with 2 wonderful daughters and 2 wonderful grandbabies. About 3 months ago, I learned about insulin resistance and started on the Feel Great system. A month later, I got my labs drawn, and as you can see here, perfect lipid panel for the first time in about 30 years.
For the last 20 years, I suffered with type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure. Also horrible neuropathy pain and even low testosterone. And inflammation had taken over my body. Thankfully, in December of 2022, I found the Feel Great system, and it has changed my life. You see, just in 1 month, I got off my blood pressure medicine, and my blood pressure was at a stable normal range. I also took my A1C from 9.4 to 5.7 in 4.5 months, and I've now lost 62 pounds on this system. It's helped other people in my family as well. My mother, who's 72 years old, recently was able to get off of her cholesterol medication, her blood pressure meds, and her IBS meds, and she's lost 35 pounds. I'm so grateful that I found this protocol. It's the easiest thing I've ever done, and the thing is, it actually works. As you can see right here, I'm not struggling anymore. So stop struggling. Give it a try. You'll be amazed at the results you can have in a very short time.
I have hundreds of videos like this. If you want to see more, I will show you more. These are real people with real results. This stuff works. It's not magic, it's science, and I would love for you to show up to one of our science meetings on Tuesday. I don't care if you buy this from my link. I just want you to try it because I know it can help you. It's helped me, It's helped my mom, as you've read in my story. I know it can work for you. If you really give it a shot, try it for 3 months. Stay consistent. It will change your life. Again, I don't care where you order it from. Just try it. All right.